And now, from 12 Studios, this is News 12 Now.
Today is Friday, October 4th. Welcome to News 12 Now. I'm Kylie Dudman. New on News 12 Now, a warrant has been issued for a man in Stevens County for allegedly stabbing his ex-girlfriend in the neck on Monday. It happened in Duncan. An affidavit states Jeffrey Johnson first beat the woman repeatedly with a brick, and after the beating, the victim ran to a nearby store, not realizing she'd been stabbed until the clerk pointed out the knife stuck in her neck. The woman is expected to recover. Johnson is charged with assault with a deadly weapon. An execution date has been set for the man convicted of what's been called one of the most depraved murders ever in Oklahoma. 44-year-old Kevin Underwood will be put to death December 19th. He was convicted for the 2006 brutal murder of his 10-year-old neighbor, Jamie Boland. He admitted to authorities to luring her into his Purcell home, acting on his cannibalistic fantasies. Her mutilated body was found in his closet 2 days after she went missing. And country music star Garth Brooks has been accused of sexual assault and battery from a woman who says she worked as a hairstylist and makeup artist for the singer. The woman, known as Jane Rowe, says that the alleged incidents occurred in 2019 and include an allegation of rape. She says that the rape occurred during a work trip with Brooks in LA, where he was taping a Grammy performance. Before being identified in Thursday's filing, Brooks filed a complaint against the woman using the name John Doe, in which he tried to block the woman from going public with her allegations. He has fiercely denied her claims.
Here we go again, Texoma. We're talking about another summer-like day for the beginning of the first weekend of October here. Temperatures already well into the 80s for pretty much everybody here. Probably going to be climbing to the 90s not too long, with even a few upper 70s as well. And at this point, virtually everybody is trending warmer, though a few of us a degree or two cooler from this time yesterday. But either way, we're going to be heading in the wrong direction in terms of trying to cool off. Also, too, there's just really no breeze today to help out. A light northeasterly breeze maybe out there. We'll see. But yeah, abundant sunshine once again. And does that not look familiar? Yeah, highs in the 90s later on this afternoon. And honestly, this evening not looking too bad. Actually, will be a nice one for Friday night football. Just make sure you're staying hydrated out there and definitely not wearing warm clothes. You're not going to need the layers. So we'll let you know how long this heat wave is going to last and if there is any major pattern change on the way here in a minute. Until then, back to you, Kylie.
All right, thank you, Brian. The hit on inflation on groceries is leading families to make difficult decisions. Consumers are finding that the cost of food is rising faster than the income families are depending on food banks and assistance programs. So anti-hunger advocates are pushing to increase investment in these programs through a bill.
The Farm Bill includes allocations for a variety of food programs, notably the SNAP program. SNAP is one of our most powerful anti-hunger tools because it provides that extra grocery dollars to low-income families.
A critical decision for lawmakers. Well, effects of Hurricane Helene are being felt nationwide, including at blood banks right here at home. News 12's Olivia Thompson tells us about OBI's low platelet supply nationwide and how you can help.
Platelets, tiny disc-shaped cells in our blood, have a big responsibility.
So if you have a surgery or you're a burn victim or even someone that's going through chemotherapy, you may be dealing with some sort of bleeding issues, and those platelets are the part of your blood that helps stop you from bleeding constantly.
Usually the Institute is calling on more donors for red cells, but recently a different supply is running low.
The last 6 months or so, we haven't had as many platelet donors come in.
Hurricane Helene hasn't washed away platelet donations, yet the natural disaster itself has shaken up donors nationwide, causing appointment cancellations that OBI and other blood donation centers have seen before.
With the hurricane happening, we have actually seen less people keeping their appointments. We know that when something big nationwide happens, it affects our donors' behaviors.
It takes almost up to 2 hours to finish a platelet donation, but Chapel says it's worth it.
It may take some time out of your day, but you could be giving someone else back the rest of their life.
To help local Texomans and blood centers across the country, Chapel asks that those qualified donate their platelets and bring a friend.
We were the first blood center to send blood to New York City during 9/11. So we love to be able to help. And if we don't have the blood here to be able to send it off somewhere else to be able to help, then we can't do that.
Reporting Olivia Thompson, News 12.
The state of Texas goes after a popular social media platform, accusing it of violating children's privacy. Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed a lawsuit against TikTok, claiming the social media giant is sharing personal data of minors without parental consent, which violates the state's SCOPE Act. Paxton says TikTok doesn't have tools to restrict privacy and account settings. The lawsuit is seeking a $10,000 fine against TikTok for every violation committed. And the Supreme Court has agreed to step into a fight over plans to store nuclear waste at sites in rural Texas and New Mexico. The justices say they will review an appellate ruling that found the Nuclear Regulatory Commission overstepped its authority in granting a license to a private company to store spent nuclear fuel at West Texas dump for 40 years. Political leaders in both states oppose the facilities. Well, stay with us. We'll be right back with more news after this.
Thank you for watching today's News 12 Now. Make sure to subscribe so you find out why Texoma turns to us. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, where you'll see more social media exclusive content. Want more News 12 Now? Watch us live every weekday through the KXII app on your phone or TV and through our website.